Hello, this is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. I've seen some anime.
He's seen footage.
I stay noited.
Yeah.
I've just
What'd you
been
watch?
I've just been keeping up with
Which hat?
Witch Hat. Witch Hat's pretty
Hmm.
good.
I definitely intended to watch some more Witch Hat, but oof,
I was gonna maybe
the
watch some
busy.
more Freerun, but I started watching like Widow's Bay
Yeah,
first.
it'll
um,
happen.
how you got anything to put in this section, or we just go straight to the news?
I mean, I can say my name is Joey. Hi, hi everyone. I
Okay.
watch anime sometimes, but only when I'm not busy. It feels like it's less and less, you know?
I'm gonna hit some news.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
have it.
guess what? Katakawa is facing an action against from the Japan Free Trade Fair Trade Association or Fair
Well,
Trade Commission, excuse me,
my
because
goodness.
they've been hiring freelancers, no contract. Over 100 people have been working for Katakawa on a basis that does not provide for them to have like any rights whatsoever,
My
which is
God.
very illegal under like Japanese law. So yeah, they just they they miss payment deadlines, any other conditions that they're supposed to outline in a contract, and apparently, they've been delaying their payments. Um, which is not the first time this has happened to Katakawa, which is not good. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about the Japanese publishing business, but that affects like probably if you're into like manga and shit, probably like I don't know half the shit you're interested in is probably produced by Katakawa somewhere. So that's bad.
Not great.
Did you have a news thing? You said
Oh,
you had a news thing. You want to talk about it?
uh, well, I mean, listen. This is gonna only mean anything to me, and even then, to me it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um IG movie 4
Kaiju movie 4.
has been announced. The thing is that usually when they when they, put it on another kaiju movie into the world, they also they also do something with the anime, so fingers crossed. Everyone pray for me.
Is this the live action
Yeah,
movies?
this is live action
Was that
movies.
is that the same series that has the one that has Michael Douglas in
No,
it?
that's Animal World and it's separate.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is
I recently heard
IG4.
that that Akagi was like done.
Cut the manga?
Yeah.
That's been over for a while.
Well, like I saw maybe I just saw this out of time, but I saw like the last page where the author's talking about Akagi being done and how basically it was an arc that took like 20 years to finish.
Yeah, that's true. He was he was playing blood mahjong for 20 years. That's true.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, my only other news thing is hey, Studio Mappa talked about all their shit that's gonna come out, which is good, I guess, if they pay their animators properly. But but yeah, it looks like we're going to get season 4 of JJK, season 2 for Chainsaw Man, some more season 3 for Dorohedoro, some more Ranma 1/2, and more fucking Attack on Titan.
Die.
Somehow,
Die.
somehow,
Die.
AOT returned.
Die, 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 die. Die. And die. Akagi ended in 2018, by the way.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Hey, I didn't put it on the official docket. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to see an anime?
Let's watch an anime.
How about we watch Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night?
Oh, okay. Let's watch that one.
Okay. Jellyfish can swim though.
Jellyfish explicit. I'm pretty sure can. Like they do that. Like
Yeah, they're like not.
swish.
They're like not graceful or anything.
They can like propel themselves.
Actually, come to think of it, is that swimming?
Does it?
Because they're not
It's
like propelling water outside of their body with their limbs because they don't have any. They're literally just sucking it in and expelling it.
yeah. But they're moving.
But they are moving.
It's not like they're like lumps that float thoughtlessly. Well, some jellyfish do float.
That is actually exactly what they are, though. They are just evil bags in the sea.
I mean, I don't even think they have the capacity for evil. I think they're just morally neutral bags of the sea.
Well, if I believe that scorpions are evil, I can believe that jellyfish are evil.
Some jellyfish don't even sting. Some jellyfish do not do
Can
that.
you can you read this blurb for me when I post it?
Yep, you got it. Mahiro Kozuki, a skilled artist, gives up on her passion after her elementary school classmates ridicule her colorful jellyfish mural. Several years later, upon encountering an unexpected admirer in admirer. Shut up.
That's an English word.
Admirer. In Kano Yamanouchi, a former idol with a troubled past, Mahiru decides to pursue her childhood dreams once more. Tasked with designing the mascot for Kano's new project, Jelly, Mahiru enlists the help of her childhood friend and professional streamer, Kiwi Watase, to make Jelly's first music video. Together with Kim Takanashi, a pianist and fan of Kano's work as an idol, the girls aim to turn Jelly into a global hit. However, if they want to succeed in this ambitious endeavor, they will first have to free themselves from the shackles of their past.
I liked it, is the thing.
This is like every other cute girl's cute doing thing.
No,
Whatever.
I'm gonna crush you with the weight of my sincerity in this.
It's okay. It's go. Oh, we're gonna make an idol group. We have to find 2 to 3 other girls to complete the group and complete our projects.
They're
and it's
not
going
even
to be
idols.
and it's going to be like every other one you've ever watched.
They're
Get ready to be bored.
They're expressly not idols. This is what you get for watching the programs at 2 times speed.
No, I know. Listen, one of them was an idol, and she's doing her music thing.
I think the show has something to say, so let's get on with describing it.
I mean, I get. Listen, I get. We're doing themes here. Go ahead, talk about the show.
You absolute curmudgeon. So, we open on a teenage girl being annoyed by her sister, basically.
As they do.
There's a little bit of preamble, but mostly it's a teenage girl being annoyed by her sister, who straight up wakes her up with one of the funniest like subtle jokes I've seen in a non-comedy anime. In that the intro is not actually the intro, it's her little sister filming her in bed and doing a monologue about her. But she wakes up about 1 minute into it and she's just like, will you quit that? You can't post this. That's disgusting.
She's like, we could go viral. Kids shouldn't go viral.
Like, she's just like, I'm Hiro Kazuki, 17 years old, and I'm about to start my first day. And she's like, shut up. But yeah, she's like, you absolutely can't post this, and she's just like, sleeping high school girls are in high demand these days. And it's like, that's fucking horrifying. Don't say shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it. They do a few gazy shots in this, and I didn't like that either.
That is a downfall of the show. I don't think it's particularly appropriate for the tone. It honestly feels like something that had to be done to get an executive to push that through. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey, we put in some shots, you know? But
I don't like it.
Yeah, like for instance, during this scene, this otherwise fun, like amusing scene where Mahiru is getting ready. We're gonna call her Yoru, by the way, because
Yeah,
of
that's what
reasons
the
from
other
later.
girl will call her.
Um, and it's a lot less of a mouthful. When she's getting ready in the morning and brushing her teeth and arguing with her sister and so forth. Uh, yeah, we do get a shot down her like
Her like
camisole.
camisole, her like nightgown thing.
This is like, come on, this is a teenage girl, don't do that. Um, but uh, but yeah, she's having an argument with her because she's like, shouldn't you already be getting ready to go to school? And her sister's just like, she's just like, fuck going to school. We need to go viral. That's where the real money is. And she's like, you don't want to go viral. You don't. What do you want to do? You want to do like fucking shopping mart hijinks where you knock all the milk over and shit? Because the specific thing is getting into the freezer at the mini mart,
Uh-huh.
which I think is a Japanese anime version of the horrible TikTok trend where kids were just fucking dumping the milk out, because I don't think the Japanese are ready culturally for the social horror of actually destroying a supermarket in that way. So getting into the ice fridge is the most they're willing to inconvenience to people who work there.
Yeah.
They simply could not dump the milk out. And good on them for that at the very least. But yeah, she quiets her down with that. She's like, oh come on, I wouldn't do that. And she's just like, and she's arguing with her. It's just like, come on, you gotta get more with the times, or you're just gonna be a wallflower your whole life. Just like, what is this makeup? Like, this is all like the safest shit you could possibly do. And she's just like, no, it's not. There's like an influencer who uses this shade, right? And it's just like, oh yeah, yeah. And what does she look like, right? She's pale like porcelain and has a tiny face and a nose like Cleopatra. Which, by the way, no, they don't. None of them have noses like Cleopatra. They have the inverse. All of them. They have the same nose.
They have the stereotypical little anime triangle, like whoopee nose.
The anime swoop nose. I will have to say there has been. You can document the evolution of that because there was 80s full nosed anime characters like biggins, big honkers, and then in the 90s they almost evaporated completely until
Like
you
a
get
little dot on their face, yeah.
and who you got into the other genre of 90s anime where they were perfectly modeled realistic noses. uh but now they've come back from the little dot that went from the late 90s into the 2000s, and actually they're starting to grow again, which I think is nature is healing.
Finally, they're being bred ethically
Yeah,
again.
exactly. We're not getting our moe from Puppymills. um but anyway, yeah, she's got a Cleopatran nose, and she's just like, whenever you put on that shade, you're not going to look like her. You're just going to look like a girl chasing the latest trend. And she's just like, get out. um, and she goes to school. Like, we don't actually travel that much with her. Although, oh, we did forget that the intro was actually relatively sentimental. It was both girls with a monologue over it. So I couldn't tell which one of them was speaking, but they were both wandering around Shibuya at night, which is what I assume they will be doing most of in this show. I think the show is mainly going to be like, aside from a little bit of cute girls doing cute things, because that's a genre that sells. I think it is going to be a little bit of a love letter to the nightlife in Shibuya.
That was one of my favorite parts of this, is the cityscapes are beautiful.
The city feels alive. There's shit happening everywhere. People are walking around having a good time. There's street vendors and
absolutely cannot complain about
And they're
the
being
view.
and the world like feels alive.
Exactly.
One of the strengths of the show is it's actually beautifully animated. I really liked it. Of course, there's no action shots in it. This is like a slice of life or a drama. Uh, but there's a lot of like intricate camera work going on, which I think is really interesting. Most anime do not do anything approaching camera work. You will see static shots in 90% of shows, or shot reverse shot, like it's goddamn Mass Effect. But yeah, her and her friends are talking about going to Halloween in Shibuya, because if you're a Japanese high school kid, you go to Halloween in Shibuya. I would go to Halloween in Shibuya, and I'm a grown ass man. And then I would be killed in some kind of incident. Um, but uh, but yeah, they're just gabbing together like little groups of high school girls do, uh, and they're just like yeah, we really have to go all out on the costumes this time. It's just like, come on, really, do we? It's just like, show them Mahiro. Mahiro turns around her phone, and she's photo edited all of them to look like really glamorous. And her friend immediately is just like, see, that's what I expect out of Mahiro, the illustrator. And she's just like, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. um, Now this is where I think there actually is an emotional thread in this,
Yeah.
pointing at you while I say these things
Listen,
and standing on my podium.
listen to me. I'm not saying that I'm mad at this show. I'm not saying that this is bad by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I think that it's got great themes, but also it bores me because I'm not that interested.
I am compelled by it. I am compelled by the story of any artist. This is why I like Blue Period.
Yeah, Blue Period bored me too, I believe.
Blue Period rules. It's very emotional for me. Yeah, she's clearly freaked out by the line of questioning. So we leave this scene. We just kind of go. She's it's not quite Halloween yet, so she's headed out. She's headed out to do her shopping. She's got to buy a costume, and she's going to wander around Shibuya because that just seems to be what she does. Which, good for you. There's a certain pleasure to a city at night, no matter where it is. Although, granted, American cities at night are, if they're not New York, are often a little freaky.
Can be a little sketchy, yeah. Especially by yourself. Oh yeah.
ain't, no, ain't nothing cool happening ain't nothing cool happening on the streets in most places in Dallas at night. It's just tall buildings, darkness, and feeling of foreboding. uh, but uh, but yeah, she's out and she's buying a costume, and she's having a good think about it. Uh, she's been passing by this mural, or rather, she's been thinking back on her time in Shibuya as a kid, because she doesn't pass by the mural right now. And one of the things she was thinking about is running around with her friends, and running around the corner and showing them this mural, which, as it turns out, was actually painted by her and an adult. I think maybe her mom or her sister, or
Yeah.
maybe somebody from a school.
I think it feels like this is like a school project where she designed it and then they helped her.
And they helped her
paint it,
execute
yeah.
it. It's just a small one. It's only about like 10 feet long, on just a section of wall, and it is a very colorful, impressionistic rendition of a jellyfish.
I really like the jellyfish.
It's very
It's cute.
nice.
It's pretty.
For the centerpiece of the show, yes, it's very nice. And her as a little girl excitedly tries to show them this mural. Before she can speak, they're taken aback. They're just like, "What's with this weird drawing?" It's like it's got, and the colors are so odd, and she's just like, "Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. And she like backs up to the dedication on the side of it that
That has her name
that
on it,
has
and
her
she just
name on it.
covers it with her hand. They're like, yeah, we should just paint over
We
this. It
should
wouldn't
just
matter, would
scribble
it?
on it. And she's like, no, it's weird enough on its own. um, and she's having these thoughts while she's trying to pick out a costume. And literally, the costume selections appear to be angel and devil.
I can be your angle
Angle
or
and
your
devil.
devil.
There's no SpongeBob there.
Not a single Power Ranger in sight.
There's
But
no Ghostface from well-known franchise Ghostface, not Scream. There's no topical costume of the weird girl statue from Squid Game. Nope. Just Angle and Devil. And as she's taking a look at them, somebody actually who she hadn't noticed before picks up the devil costume and looks it over and decides that they're going to take it. It's a blonde girl, very stylish blonde girl with like a watch cap with a couple of pins on it and stuff.
it's funny because they pick it out right from under her, and it looked like she was about to, like she was thinking on the devil costume.
Yeah,
But then
she was thinking about the devil costume, and somebody presumably unintentionally just snatched it right out of her hand, and she just sort of went, "Huh." Which really kind of dovetails with her all of her disappointments from childhood. Because yeah, there's a couple of scenes of her as a small child, and she's just like unrolling the original design for the mural for her parents, and them going, "Wow!" And this is clearly like a psychological linchpin for her. And when we see it later, we notice that her name has been scribbled out with a black marker.
yeah, I was like, oh
It's
no,
just
that's
like, oh
sad.
no, she's killed a part of herself. So she eventually ends up taking the angel costume, and as she's wandering like home or to whatever next thing she wants, like she stops and she like buys some socks at one point, and they're like little loafer socks with colorful jellyfish all over them. Her sister makes fun of her for being childish for those earlier, and she's just like, nobody sees them, it doesn't matter. Anime girls should wear cute socks. Pete Hegseth should not wear cute socks. I'm just saying I'm with Suit Guy on this one, but it's not really our lane, so let's go back to anime.
That's true.
But yeah, she buys some of those, and she passes by the mural again, and her attention gets taken by the sound of somebody singing in front of it loudly, and she looks, and there's a pop-up street idol doing an event in front of this mural, and she has plastered her fucking it has posters all over the front of it, and she's just standing there. She's like, "Oh, that bitch!" And she, in fact, she like yells out. She's like, "Don't!" She's like, "Don't destroy that mural that I love so much." And everybody turns around on her like jazz music stops, and then it just rewinds into her just going, because she's
Be like, I could never
do that. And then somebody beside her says, "Hey, don't destroy that mural I like so much." And they all turn towards this new girl, and it's the blonde girl from earlier. It's the girl in the watch cap, who's conveniently also wearing a mask, wearing a cold mask, uh, and she's just like, "You heard what I said. Like, don't defile that mural I like so much." And then the idol girl is just like, "Hey, wait a minute, don't I recognize you?" And she's like, "Oh," and she walks away really fast.
Oops, look at the time. Gotta go.
Leaving Mahiru here, stunned that somebody spoke up for her artwork. So she has to know. So she follows her for like a good long ways. She's like she's like peeking around corners and shit. And follows her like all the way down to like the bus station. Uh, and as she comes around the corner, she's just like, "Ah, I missed her." Well, it's like, well, like what would I even say if I ran into her? And as she turns around, she just runs like nearly face first into this girl who's just like, "Why are you following me?" Yeah, she freaks out. She's just like, okay, I admit I was stalking you. And she's just like, what are you trying to do? Are you like a stalker? Are you trying to dox me? And she's like, I'm not. Why would I dox you? And she's just like, I guess I am stalking you a little bit. And she's like, okay, cool, you admit it. I guess I'll just call the police. It's like, no. It's just you spoke up about the painting back there. This is like, yeah. It's just like I did it. I did that one. And she's just like, oh shit, I sound crazy now. And she's like, I have proof on my phone, and she's going through her phone and she finds her old account and brings it up, uh, and holds it out in front of the other girl who's looking at it. She's just like, I don't know, I completely fucked this up. This makes me seem like a crazy person. Until the other girl, who we're gonna call Kano, uh, just shoves her phone back into her hands. She's just like, I'm such a huge fan. She's like, I'm a giant fan. She's like, what? So they get to talking about how Kano really loves that mural of the jellyfish. Whenever her dad brought her to Shibuya for the first time, whenever she was smaller, she saw it and fell in love with it. And she uses those words, which are in the subs, which is very strong language for for
Yeah,
Japanese.
it's a lot.
You could say that there might be some homosexual undertones to this program.
Yeah, perhaps. Might be a little gay in here. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. JoJo didn't like the Pride anime that I picked.
Oops. Oh no. Oh no. They're gonna cancel me.
They're going to get
They're
you.
gonna get me.
I'm just yanking your chain. But yeah, they get to talking about it. And she eventually reveals it, like she used to be an idol. Uh and they have a long conversation about it. It's just like, yeah, she feels really weird about it, because uh what did she call Maharu? Yoru? Yeah, she called her Yoru. And
Yoru.
I still don't know why. I think that's just lost in the English translation. It must be like a sound alike thing in
I
Japan.
think it's probably
Just how her
yeah.
name sounds. Um and yeah, because she explained it, it's just like, oh, whenever I was small, I made that drawing, and some of my friends made fun of it without knowing it was me that did it. So it very much discouraged me. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I understand that sort of thing." It's just like, would you believe that I used to be an idol? Uh, and she's like, "Oh yeah." And she looks her up and down. And she's just like, "Yeah, an idol with like a delinquent vibe." And she nearly gets punched. Uh, and also, yeah, at one point, she removes her mask to have a sip of like boba or what. They got some sort of treat. And she's looking at her and she's just like, yeah, wow, you have such a she's thinking to herself, she's got such a small face and a Cleopatran no. And I'm just like, no, she doesn't. Nobody in this show has one. But yeah, as they're walking and talking, she's just like, yeah, I know about how hard it is and like how it feels to like want to quit. And the other girl, Kano, is just like, well, who says I quit? She's like, well, you said you were a former idol. She's like, let me show you something. And she pulls out her phone and she has a YouTube account called Jelly, and that's with all E's, no Y's.
The Google Translate part was really
The
funny.
Google Translate part was really funny because you just didn't get it, because that's not how you say jellyfish in Japanese. And she's just like, "Oh no, this is how it's said in English." And she punched the button and their phone just said jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Oh,
Uh,
before you go on, I do have something.
mm,
Yoru means night.
mm.
The time from sunset to sunrise, which I believe would go with the title of the show.
Okay, if that's how it is, I just didn't absorb that from dialogue.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
But But yeah, uh, and she's got a YouTube account with all of these videos that are blacked out, but are clearly compositions. They're lyrical videos of her singing over arrangements, and her icon is a little stylized jellyfish, and Yoru was just like, "Is that a what is that? Is that like an octopus or something?" She's like, "No, it's a jellyfish. Your jellyfish inspired it." uh, Kano is interesting because she's actually a very direct character in an anime, which is the cause of like half of the tension in the scenes, because Yoru is a very typical anime girl protagonist, and thus she just like sort of shrinks from how direct Kano is. Because Kano is immediately just like, it's just like, what you should do? You should draw me a new icon. It's just like, I would love to collaborate with you. We should make art together. And yours just like, oh, I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. That's not who I am. She's like, what do you mean? It's just like, well, I never obviously wasn't going to be successful about it. So it was only practical for me to focus on the things that are right in front of me. And I was watching her speech and like her looking at the ground while Kano just like looked at her, and it was like, oh, that actually like really hurts.
Yeah, it's like, aw.
Because that's what society tells you as like a person who's interested in the arts. It's just like, no, it's not practical for you to do that. You should be more sensible. You should kill that part of yourself, because it's going to ruin everything for everything else for you, for me, for you. It's inconvenient for you to be this way.
Yeah, no, like, that
You
is,
should really just give up on your dreams and be a banker.
yeah, this was definitely the part of the episode. It's just like, ooh, yeah, many such cases, I'm afraid.
In fact, you should feed the part of you that cringes. Because that's yours problem, is that the instinct to cringe rules her at this point, and it strangles her like love of creativity. Basically being afraid of other people. Uh, and then, yeah, I found it to be somewhat affecting. Uh, Especially whenever Kano appears to be immune to cringe. So she's just like, she doesn't understand at all. She's just like, what? She's just like, oh, I guess you're more ordinary than I thought you were. It's just like, oh, that's really cutting, actually. Yeah, Yoro starts to back off, and she's just like, I really loved that mural. And at that phrase, at like love, she just runs away. She just flees the situation because she doesn't know how to react to somebody who actually like gives a shit about her work. It's
You
not
know,
it's not normal. It's not what you're supposed to do.
I don't think that she's necessarily even supposed to be, like, immune to cringe. I think that she feels it, but she,
She moves
like,
past it
fights against it.
because
Specifically, she fights against it, you know what I'm saying?
well, she's also like she's also like vocally a spiteful person. She talks about, it's just like, I'm going to succeed as a singer to show all of that. Which is sometimes what you need to keep moving forward in the arts. But yeah, Yoru can't handle it, so she just runs away. The next scene is on the train, and she's just crouching by the door. She's just like, oh man, that's
She's just thinking about how that whole conversation went, and, like, feeling really
it's
bad.
like, I feel terrible about that. I clearly looked like an ass. But she moves on with it. She goes home.
She
Uh,
screams in the bathtub,
she
as you do.
screams in the bathtub. It's quite a good scene. I appreciate, by the way, that this show has had several like kind of salacious shots. The scene of her in the bathtub is not particularly salacious. You even see her butt, and it's kind of non-sexual because she's just expressing her frustration by
Yeah.
screaming into the water.
Like, I feel like I could have been mad about the butt, but honestly, it made me laugh too much. I was like, okay, that's funny.
Rare example of non-sexual nudity in anime. They used to do this. But yeah, and she pretty much goes to bed because our next scene is her getting ready to go out on Halloween. And she puts a lot of work into her makeup for her angel costume. She's working on her makeup. She's drawing a little heart on her cheek and everything. And whenever she opens the door, all three of her friends are there, and they're like Frankensteins and shit, and like kind of cheap costumes.
Yeah.
And she just goes like, "Oh, you really put in like 110% on the cosplay part." It's just like I knew you were creative like that. And she's just like, "No, no, 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 no."
And I'm like, oh no.
Poor kid. Uh, and she talked with them for a second, but as she looks out, she sees the devil costume go by. She sees the if it's your angle or what would the
Your angle or you're a devil.
devil
Yeah,
your
something like
devil
your devil.
um and she really feels like she has to like settle things between the two of them because like Kano is a very impassioned person and she was very sincere about wanting to work together. And Yoru feels bad about the way she just sort of blew her off. So she goes looking for her. And while she can't find her, uh, she walks past the mural again, and the same idol girl from before is there, and she's put up an even bigger poster in the middle of it that like eats up most of the image. And she's singing Kano's song because that was one of the things that Kano showed her was, hey, do you want to listen to this? And she thought it was really cool. But she's singing Kano's song. Oh yeah, and there was an interstitial scene here because Yoru is friends with a Twitch streamer who seemingly doesn't go to school and just hangs around in front of her RGB keyboard all the time. But she like told her about the encounter uh, after screaming in the bathtub, uh, and her friend, the Twitch streamer, uh, I think her name is Kiyui. Uh, just let her know about Kano's history. It's just like, oh yeah, she was in an idol group, and she essentially got driven out of it because she decked one of the other members.
Yeah.
uh, and she used to have like very common like jet black hair. And there's like video of her being hounded by reporters over this. They clearly all of the negative attention just made her quit being an idol entirely, and she's just like, oh man, that sucks. But yeah, on Halloween night in Shibuya, in front of this mural, she sees that street idol from before performing one of Kano's songs as a joke. She's just like let's just hit this one for old time's sake. And she starts bellowing it out in a sort of comedic form. By the way, very interesting voice acting performance from the street idol bitch girl.
Yeah.
I quite like her um, for being just a heel. And
Pretty funny.
yeah, as Yoru is standing there, she almost says she almost goes to say it's just like hey, don't defile that song I like so much. But she only like yell whispers it. Uh and then somebody beside her says, "Hey, don't defile that song I like so much," because it was Kano. She was there, and she's just like, "Isn't that what you said?" uh and Yeah, this girl is getting interrupted in the middle of her set 2 nights in a row by bullshit. Life's hard on the streets for an idol. Um, but yeah, Kano immediately clocks a dude who I don't know what this guy is supposed to be dressed for, but dressed as. But his guitar is clearly ornamental, and she's just like, "Hey, can I borrow your guitar for a second?" And he's just like, "Okay."
Before this, she does whisper something
She
that we
whispers
don't
something
see.
into Yoru's ear. And she basically like invades this girl's stream, which I think is very funny. She's
It's
just like,
pretty.
"Can I borrow the space for a little bit?" uh, and browbeats this girl out of frame. And she takes up her guitar and quite skillfully plays the same song but in her arrangement. And the camera work here is very good. It makes the scene pretty exciting for what it is. And Yoru is standing there watching this and remembering what Kano said to her, which was, "I want to sing in front of your jellyfish," and it inspires her to rush up to this to the mural and rip down this idol girl's big poster and reveal the old jellyfish, and she starts adding to it with her influencer lipstick from earlier, which I really liked because she just smashes it on there too. You see the stick later, and it's all fucked up on the ground. uh, and by the time Kano finishes her song, the street influencer girl is back and is like laying into Yoru, and she just snatches her hand and she says, "I'm." She goes to say, like, "I'm the mysterious artist Jelly," but no, and then she just says, "We're the mysterious artist Jelly." And you can find us on the internet. And she drags her away, and they go running together away. And she's clearly like inspired Yoru to like take up the pen again, because she says just says, "If I'm with you, I can maybe do it."
Right. It was what was it? Jellyfish can't shine on their
On
own,
their
but
own, but if they take in light from another source, which is kind of true.
yeah, like if lights shine on them, they do reflect it.
They
So
do reflect, and many of them are phosphorescent,
yeah,
although not all of them necessarily have to absorb light to be phosphorescent. Some of them are just lighting up the deep on their own. Um,
look, we have to just go with the metaphor here.
these are important jellyfish facts that our listeners need to know. Did you know that there are jellyfish who are essentially immortal, and when they become too old, they will simply regress to a state of neoteny until they can grow to become adults again, repeating this process over the course of hundreds of years, perhaps even thousands? Anyway,
Can't jellyfish just like completely grow back if they just get split into little pieces?
some of them,
Some
yes.
of them.
Some of them do just die, but I think it basically scales with how complex the jellyfish is. The more complex they are, the less resilient they are.
Yeah.
But but yeah, the end credits are actually this sequence of them running away, uh, and Yoru does trip over a concrete ledge, and her shoe explodes off of her foot, and leading to her almost eating shit. But Kano catches her very romantically. But she realizes that her embarrassing childlike socks are showing, and she's just like, "Oh no, these I got these because they were cheap, you know." And Kano's just like grabs her by the sides of the face, and she's just like, "They're adorable." And Yora's just like, "Okay," because her face is
Thank
literally
you.
smashed
Yeah, it's
together.
pretty funny.
And
It's
then
pretty
that's
funny.
the end of the show. I liked the show because I'm a sucker for anything about artists.
No, like here's the thing. It was objectively good. Like I'm not mad about it.
I know why
It's
you didn't like it. You didn't like it because there weren't like swords or monsters or explosions or gay guys shooting people in the head.
listen.
And that's fine. But I just wanted to like fuck with you a little.
I know. Not everything can be for me. And it's not that I wouldn't necessarily watch more of this on principle. It's that the catalog is long. It's this would not be super high priority for me. If if it were on and I guess I was around, maybe I would pay attention, but you know how it goes.
I might watch another episode or two. I've got a lot to watch and I don't watch anime that often, but I was touched by it. And if it can keep that energy up, over the course of a couple of episodes, maybe I'd be interested in it. I like the idea that basically this group of girls it ends up being, because they end up acquiring a producer. and
They do. This is how these show. That's another thing that gets me is there is some amount of formula to it. Like we can never just be the two girls just doing it on their own. Like and like I get it.
Well, they need to acquire some extra characters, basically.
Yeah.
Because at this point, there are only two like named characters who matter.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to count Bitch Girl. What if she keeps coming back and like
that would be pretty funny.
like Team Rocket style? It was beautifully animated. I thought the music was okay.
It was fine. Yeah.
I recommend this sort of thing if you like to see girls do nice things and talk about like art.
Art and music. If you like shows where they do some amount of like art and music, this is probably, it could be your thing. If you like low stakes, pretty low stakes sort of shows, this is your thing. Yeah.
You're just falling apart here. Anyway, if you'd like to join our secret artist collective, you can't do that. But you can write to us at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one the word, not the number. We are on Twitter. We are on Blue Sky at oneepisodecast. You can send us your embarrassing younger artist drawings that crushed your hopes and dreams. Yeah.
And made you kill the part of yourself that makes things.
Maybe we'll give you a compliment that sparks that joy again. You never know. Give it a try.
Maybe we'll reawaken the changeling in your heart to save you from being an autumn person.
Maybe we'll make it worse. You never know.
Maybe one day you can go back to the dreaming.
You never know. You never know until you try it. But yeah. That's the jellyfishes.
I'm stopping it on that changeling the dreaming.